2 weeks ago, I built a website for an electrician in 27 minutes, and I sold it for $2,000. The next day, I built another one for a driving school in 23 minutes, another $2,000. $4,000 for less than an hour of actual work. No jokes. And here's the crazy part. I'm not a web developer. I can't code. I don't know design. I just know the right AI prompts and the right system to turn those websites into monthly recurring revenue that goes way beyond the initial website sale. But I'm going to be honest with you. I brushed off AI way too long, but not because I thought it was hype, but because I knew the fundamentals of starting a marketing agency never changes. And I was waiting for the technology to actually get good enough to be worth my time to learn it. But now is the time. The problem is there's so much AI stuff out there, it's overwhelming. So I literally went underground for 4 months to learn everything I needed to learn, test what actually works, and figure out how to share it with my audience in a way that makes total sense. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually shot this video concept back in December and decided to completely scrap it after learning what I'm about to show you today. This completely changes everything for me and many others, and that's why I decided to reshoot it using what I'm actually doing in my own marketing agency. So if I had to start a local marketing agency from scratch today, I would use AI for everything. Writing compelling emails, following up on leads, building landing pages, writing Facebook ads, writing pay-per-click ads, creating content. Everything agency owners used to have to do manually can now be done with AI in minutes instead of hours or days. But this specific video is going to focus on one thing, the beginning, using AI to build websites that you can sell for thousands. Because once you master this one skill, selling other services to that business becomes as simple as walking through an open door. So how did I do it? And more importantly, how can you do the same thing even if you've never built a website in your life and you're completely blind to technical stuff? Because here's what I know after 11 years in this business. Most people who try to start an agency or any online business get stuck in the endless learning loop, jumping from course to course, never actually making their first dollar. They watch YouTube videos, they buy programs, they join Facebook groups or school groups, but they never actually take the action to find paying clients who want what you can do for them. But here's the thing, because of AI, the speed of starting and growing an agency is faster than ever before. Gone are the days where you have to buy course after course or watch hundreds or thousands of hours of content just to build a simple website. AI can do this in 30 minutes or less, what once used to take weeks or months to do. You don't need to understand coding, you don't need to be a designer, you don't even need to know how websites work. AI literally handles all of that for you while you focus on what actually matters, getting out there and talking to business owners and closing deals. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today, how to use AI to build $10,000 professional websites that local businesses will pay you thousands for, and how you can do it so fast that you can get your first paying client faster than ever before. But here's the real secret. Building a quick professional website is just the start of a business relationship. That website is your foot in the door. And once you prove you can deliver results, that same client who paid you a few $1,000s for a website can easily turn into $2,000 or $5,000 per month deals for ongoing marketing services. Everything has changed with AI. Now, before I jump into these 4 steps, I want you to understand exactly what you're going to walk away from. First, you're going to learn how to pick businesses on page 2 or 3 of the Google search results, because you know they aren't getting any website traffic. This alone tells you that they need your help and are perfect prospects. Second, I'm going to show you how to find basically those ugly websites in a certain niche and spend 10 to 30 minutes using AI to rebuild them a brand new professional website that blows their current one out of the water. Matter of fact, it will blow you out of the water. Third, you're going to get my exact script for reaching out and pitching this new website to them. I like to call this process website arbitrage, and it works so well because you're providing value to them immediately instead of just asking for something. Like you're going to show them a $10,000 value website. And fourth, here's the best part. If you stick within the same niche, you can send this new website to dozens of people in that niche until someone is actually interested. And it's not going to cost you anything but a few minutes a day. One website can turn into multiple sales opportunities. But here's what's going to separate the people who actually make it from the ones who don't and use this video. They take action on what I'm about to show you instead of just watching watching and moving on to the next AI video. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but does this actually work for real people? Let me show you exactly how well this works with real people. First of all, I sold 2 of these AI built websites to 2 different businesses, an electrician and a driving school. Both websites took me less than 30 minutes each to create, and I sold both for $2,000 each. That's $4,000 in revenue for about an hour of work. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna go and get rich off this, but it is possible. And here's the crazy part. The day after I showed my students this brand new method, one of them went out the next morning and sold a $1,000 website using the exact same process I'm about to show you, and I'm sure there's gonna be a ton more people that will too. These are all everyday people who wanted more out of life using the method and strategies that I shared with them in this video. They work hard, are coachable, never chase shiny objects. Normal people wanting an extraordinary life. Probably sounds like you. So how do we get these results? And more importantly, how can you do the same thing starting today? So here's a secret that most people, honestly, they don't understand. Businesses on page 2 or 3 of Google search results are gold mines waiting to be discovered. Why? Because if they're not on page 1, they're basically invisible. They're not getting any website traffic, which means they're not getting leads from their website. And so finding them is easy. Pick any local service business you want. Go to the Google and search electricians near me or electricians in your city. Look at the businesses that show up on page 2 and 3. These are established businesses with real customers, but their online presence is letting them down. This is where you're going to come in. Now, why does this work so well? Because you're not guessing whether they need your help. You already know that they do. If they're on page 2 or 3, their website isn't working for them at all. They're losing potential customers to their competitors every single day just because people don't see them when they search electrician near me. Now, in the beginning, we want to identify businesses that aren't ranking well, right? It's time to look at their actual websites. And here's what you're going to find. Most of them have websites that look like they were built in 2005. It's actually quite shocking. And I want you to go to each business's website and look for a few red flags. Maybe outdated design, slow loading times, not mobile friendly, confusing navigation, no clear call to action, poor photos, or just plain ugly. You don't have to go crazy with this. Most business websites have at least 3 of these problems. Believe me, go do it and you'll see. This is your opportunity. When you see a website that looks unprofessional or outdated, you found your target because you're about to show them what their website could look like. And the difference is going to blow you away. Now, this is where the magic happens. Using AI tools, you can build a professional website for their entire niche that's better than what 90% of local businesses currently have. And you can do it in under 30 minutes. So I want to get into the meat and potatoes of this. Again, I'm not going to give you a full-blown training on how to use this. I'm going to give you of how this works and how easy it can be for you to do everything that I'm telling you to do in this video. Now, if you want in-depth trainings on all of this stuff, wait until the end of this video. I'm going to share with you exactly how to get it. But to save the time on this video, not make this go into a 70-minute video, I'll just show you what I've built. Here's the website that I built for the driving school. Okay, he had an old, ugly website. I actually think I can even show you because it's in my prompt. This is his website, and this is what I built him. I'm almost done with it, but like all I did was give the correct prompt. And then in this case, this wasn't a generic one, but in this case, I said, pull all the information from this website, and it pulled it, took the prices, all the stuff that's on his website already, and just put it in a nice, clear, I mean, look at how much better this is. Let's just go to the live preview of it. Okay, you see this? All right, and I'll be delivering this to him in the next week or so. About all his services, his pricing, his reviews, how to contact them. I'll tell it to replace all the phone numbers right here. Replace all the phone numbers to the actual phone number, and it'll go through the whole website and replace them all. I don't have to go in the back end. I don't have to code. I don't have to do anything. All right, and then another one here that I'm waiting for any changes that he wants is electrician, electrical services, what he does, his service areas or his services, view all the about. I mean, everything is 1,000 times better than what he had. Okay, residential electrical panels, GFCI. He's gonna spend more time looking through it than I'll spend having to change it because I'm literally gonna copy what he tells me to do in here and it's gonna do it. It comes down to the prompt that you tell it. All right, and I go through that in the training that I'm about to release in the very near future. Now let's go over to like here. You want to write a Facebook ad for a tree client? Here you go. You could tell it to write it. Pick the image that's going to be scroll stopping. You could have it change it to other images. Like you could just set this up now, copy the text, and get it up on Facebook. AI can do everything. I just wanted to show you this. This would be an hour if I walked you through through everything. But once you get it, you start using it for everything. Here's the key though. You're not building this website specifically for one business. You're building a generic website for the entire niche. So if you're targeting electricians, you build a professional electrician website with generic content that could work for any electrical company. The AI handles everything: the design, the layout, the copy that in that industry, and they'll even find the right photos for electricians. The website you create will be mobile responsive, fast loading, professionally looking, and designed to convert visitors into customers. It's going to make their current website honestly look like a freaking joke in comparison. And here's the brilliant part. Since you built it generic for the niche, you can show this same website to every electrician in your area. One website build, unlimited sales opportunities. If the first electrician says no, you move on to the next one with the exact same website. Now comes the part that honestly is going to separate the talkers from the doers. You need to reach out to these businesses and show them what you've created. But here's the key. You're not asking them for anything. You're giving them something first. So use this simple script. Hi, Josephine. I was looking at local electricians near me online and came across your business. I noticed that your current website might not be representing the quality of work that you do. I actually built you a brand new website design for electrical companies to show what's possible in your industry. Would you like to see it? No strings attached. I just think you deserve a website that matches the quality of your business. If you're interested, we could talk more on the phone. This works because you're leading with value. This is not a sales pitch. You're showing them something instead of telling them about it. Their jaw will be on the floor. And since it's built specifically for their industry, they can immediately see how it would work for their business. And here's the best part about this entire process. Since you built it generic for the niche, you can send the same website to dozens of electricians until someone is interested. It costs you nothing but a few minutes a day to reach out, and one website can turn into multiple sales. Now, I did walk you through the process of doing this. The website arbitrage process. Honestly, you can start making thousands from AI built websites tomorrow. But here's the thing. Knowing what to do and actually doing it are two completely different things. The biggest challenge people face isn't understanding the strategy. I just gave it to you. It's having the right tools and the right prompts to execute it properly. Because you could have the best website arbitrage process in the world, but if you don't have the right AI tools and the exact prompts that create professional websites, you're going to struggle big time. That is the reality of AI. But here's the even crazier part. When we build these websites, we connect them to actually the GoHighLevel CRM. I want you to think about it like hosting, except instead of just hosting the website, now we're going to use a CRM as a long-term relationship that creates monthly recurring revenue. Once they have their website connected to GoHighLevel, they need us for their leads, their follow-ups, their automation, everything. It creates a sticky relationship that goes way beyond just selling a website. That's why every single one of my successful students uses GoHighLevel, because it's unlimited and no ceiling. It's the one platform that lets you connect professional websites with AI and handle everything else agencies used to have to do manually or outsource. For example, writing compelling emails, following up on leads, building landing pages, creating Facebook ads, pay-per-click campaigns, all of it, everything can be done with AI, and we're just going to use GoHighLevel as the tool to run our agency. But here's the problem. GoHighLevel, AI, it's all powerful, but it can be extremely overwhelming when you're just starting out. There are hundreds of features, and most people get lost to try to figure this out and use what they actually need. I have put together a complete GoHighLevel training. When you grab a free 30-day trial, I'll put the link in the description. You don't just get access to the software. You get my in-depth training on GoHighLevel, AI tool, all the prompts that I use, and everything agencies used to have to do manually or pay others to do. I'm talking about the exact AI website prompts that create professional sites in minutes, AI email writing templates that get responses, AI follow-up sequences that close deals, all the prompts that go with it, AI ad copy that converts, copy and paste scripts for your outreach campaigns, done for you systems for connecting websites to GoHighLevel. Everything you need to run a complete AI-powered agency within the next 30 days. The link is in the description below, or you can find it in the first pinned comment. So if you grab your free trial, you get access to the training and the in-depth training of what I talked about today. Stop making this harder than it needs to be. Because here's what I know after 11 years of doing this. The people who take action on what they learn are the ones who succeed. The people who just watch videos and move on to the next stay exactly where they are. So if you're honestly serious about using AI to handle everything agencies used to outsource or have to do manually or have to learn how to do manually, and you want to start selling websites for thousands of dollars, click that link and get started today. Because honestly, we are in an AI revolution. Like, subscribe, comment, and give me a thumbs up and share this video if you thought it was helpful. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.